What's up, Action Fam? Brent Grade here for a video on SketchUp. Maraming nagtatanong sa akin kung paano daw yung process ko when it comes to AutoCAD and yung floor plans ng AutoCAD going to SketchUp. Brief background lang, no guys, I don't use AutoCAD anymore when it comes to translating yung floor plan into 2D drawings. Pero yun kasi yung usual process ng mga tao. Siguro, video for another time. Pero, sa ngayon, since maraming nagtatanong regarding yung AutoCAD to SketchUp process ni Sir Aldous, sige, ituro na lang natin kung paano siya ginagawa. So, tara. Okay. SketchUp tayo. Okay. So, here, I have a floor plan. Okay. Actually, galing din to ng SketchUp. Pinagis ko lang sa AutoCAD. Tapos, binalik ko lang ulit. Ibabalik natin ulit kay SketchUp. So, may small problem na ako napansin when it comes to plans being imported or exported from one program to another. So, one example is this. So, this is a scale to galing sa SketchUp. And then, kapag chinek nyo siya sa AutoCAD, nagkakaroon siya ng maliit na model. Maliit lang naman. Okay, pero pag in-export nyo siya, kung hindi naman masyadong importante, kaya nga, meron tayong point something. Okay, doesn't really matter. So, okay, what matters is that ita-transport ulit natin o export pala, sorry. I-export natin to from AutoCAD going to SketchUp kasi yun yung madalas na ginagawa ng mga tao. So, okay. So, sir, paano mo ginagawa? So, punta tayo kay SketchUp. Alright, walang laman ng ating SketchUp. Okay, what we need to do is to import. So, paano ba, sir, mag-import? So, go to File. Alright. May makikita nyo dito, merong, Import. Okay, click Import. Tapos, hanapin natin yung file. Okay. Ito siya. Okay. So, CAD file. Tapos, kanina, sa AutoCAD, isa siyang millimeters. Naka 200 mm yun, no? It's better na punta tayo dito sa options. Click natin si option. Okay. And then, palitan natin yung units from kung ano man yan. Dapat kung ano yung nasa AutoCAD, yun din yun nandito. Okay. So, yung iba, nagdidepende na lang sa model units. Medyo hindi siya okay for me. So, ang suggestion ko ay palitan natin siya into kung ano talaga siya. So, let's replace it with millimeters. Okay. Tapos, okay. And then, import. Okay. Close. So, mapapansin nyo, ayan, sige nga, i-measure nga natin using tape measure tool, ayan, or T, click natin to, it's 200 millimeters, alright, so not bad, okay, good pa rin tayo. So, sir, okay, ano nang ginagawa mo ngayon kapag ganyan na may AutoCAD na? Okay, yung ibang ginagawa ng mga tao ay double click nila to. So, as you can see, this is it's actually a component. No? Nung pinasok natin siya sa SketchUp, it became a component based dito sa ating entity info. Yung iba, double click yan. And then, gumagawa sila ngayon ng face. Okay, so, paano gagawa ng face dito sa SketchUp? Okay, basically, gagawa ka lang o papaalala mo lang kay SketchUp yung linya niya. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, butas siya, di ba? Pero kapag nilinyahan mo siya ulit, okay, hindi natin napansin, may nangyari. Oh, wala pa pala. Okay, ang ginagawa ng mga tao ay tinitrace to. Ayan, paano ba natin malalaman kung butas na siya? Okay, iba tinitrace yan. Ayun, okay, yun, see? Okay, nagsara na siya. Okay. So, akala nila, mas madali yun. For me, it's not really kasi Tingnan nyo to. Okay, kahit sabihin na natin iaangat ko to ng 3,000 millimeters, mapapansin nyo na hindi lang yung, actually hindi siya 3D eh. Ayun o. Sira-sira siya. So, baka isipin nyo, anuhin natin. Ayun, i-trace pa natin na i-trace. Mapapansin nyo, iba-iba yung kanyang face orientation. May mga lines na tumubo out of nowhere. Okay. So, ayan. Basic, tapos buburahin nyo pa. So, no. This is not how Sir Aldous does it. Kasi sa totoo lang, this is very counterproductive. Okay. So, sir, anong ginagawa mo? Okay. So, unang technique ko, okay, yung mano-mano, without using plugins, one of my techniques is I do rectangles. Okay. So, pero depende yun sa shape, ha. In this case, dahil makanto itong aking 3D, pwede naman siyang gamitan ng rectangles. Okay, so paano rectangles? Okay. Wait pala, sorry. I'll give you another technique. Okay. Itong mismong file na nakuha natin from AutoCAD, hindi natin ito gagalawin. Actually, ilalak to ni Sir Aldous. Okay, how to lock it? Select, right-click, and then lock. So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, it turned into red. Okay, hindi nyo na yan pwedeng i-move, hindi nyo yan pwedeng, you can only select it, but you cannot double-click it, hindi ka makakapasok sa loob, you cannot edit it, because it's already locked. So, it's similar to the locking system sa AutoCAD, tama? Okay, so, ilalak ko yan para hindi ko siya magalaw-galaw. And then, ito na, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, rectangles. So, sir, paano mo ginagawa? Basically, all you have to do is to do rectangles. Okay, rectangles. So, dito tayo. Uupa naman siya. Okay. Tama. Okay, tas corner. Okay, importante, magsarado yung yan. Makuha nyo yung pinaka-massing nung labas. Okay? At tumama siya. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, sige, gawa natin ng tag to, no? Yung tama-tama. Okay. So, yung tag ng AutoCAD, ayan, andyan siya. Pwede kayong pumunta sa tags. Ayan, no? Pwede nyo patayin yung linya niya. Tapos buhayin for more control. Okay? So, sir, ano gagawin natin? Bakit natin ginagawa yun? So, mapapansin nyo, nag-rectangle tayo, tapos mayroong lagpas na mga linya. Okay, not bad yan. Delete lang natin. It's easier to delete it kasi patay na yung lines ng AutoCAD. Pero you can also do, yan, since nakalock naman to, oh, wait, sorry. Yan. Since nakalock naman itong plano na to at nakapula siya, hindi nyo siya ma-delete. Okay? Not bad, right? Okay, so I guess we did the massing nung tama. Actually, may konti pa dyan. Okay, tsaka na yon yung mga ledges ko. Huwag na natin muna gawin. Pero sir, ano nang gagawin natin dito? Okay, patayin muna natin to para mas makita nyo. Okay, ang gagawin natin ay ipupush natin tong plane. Ito, this is a plane. Ayan. Plane na siya, no? We're gonna push this. Kung ano man yung height ng ceiling. Okay, or yung mismong wall. So, let's say 3,000. Tapos, hindi pa yon. Ipupush nyo ulit siya going downwards. Doon naman sa slab thickness. No? In this case, this is 150. Okay, yung slab ko. Right? So, all in all, meron akong dimension natin. Okay, 3,150. Siguro mas maganda kung gamitan nyo rin siya ng tape measure para dun sa height ng wall. Alright? Slab. Ito yung slab, bottom na slab, tsaka 2 top ng slab, which is 150. And then from top of the slab, papuntang pinaka-top ng wall, this is 3,000 millimeters. Okay, not bad. Okay. Tapos, sir, bakit natin ginagawa yan? Tignan nyo to, Okay. Ano na gagawin natin? Kanina, nag-rectangle tayo sa mga outer sides. This time, mag-rectangle naman tayo sa inner sides. Okay? So, for example, itong room na to, magre-rectangle lang ako dito. Tapos, rectangle ulit dito. Ayan. So, basically, nakagawa na ako ng room. Okay? Sir, bakit rectangle siya, hindi line? Okay? Ang problema kasi sa line, minsan, ayan, ito, nag-line tayo, no? Lalo na kung hindi ka pa masyadong magaling mag-line. Hindi ka masyadong sumusunod dito sa mga axis. Minsan dyan, nalilihis ka. Right? And it's actually kind of hard to make a plane. Okay, bakit, sir? Minsan, ito, bigyan ko kayo ng example, Okay, parang mukha naman siyang plain, pero bakit hindi siya nagsasara? Okay? Looking at it from top, mukha naman siyang sarado. Pero kung mapapansin, yun, see? If you rotate it, mapapansin nyo mali pala yung kanyang, okay, pumunta pala sa baba yung isang linya. It kind of looks like flat on a perspective, pero ang totoo hindi. So this is usually what happens with lines. Pero with rectangles kasi, sure shot yan kapag gumawa ka ng rectangle or ng kahit anong shape. Sure shot yun na sarado. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo dito, ayan, sarado siya, which is why I use rectangles. So ngayon, ito, sarado na siya. Okay, which is nice. So ang ginagawa ko dito, once na nagsarado na siya, okay, yung inside naman, inside ng walls. Okay? Pwede mo na ngayon itong i-push downwards, pero wag sakto. Okay, bakit? Kasi mabubutas Mawawala yung sahig. So, ang ginagawa ko lang, I'm gonna push this papunta dito sa tape measure tool na ginawa ko, which is the guide between yung floor hanggang sa bottom ng slab. And then that's it. Okay? So, you do the rest para sa ibang spaces. You just do rectangles. Okay? Yan. And then delete unnecessary lines. Kaya suggestion ko sa inyo, you just keep doing the rectangles first. Mali yun. May konting butal si sir. Okay. Ano yan? Okay. Bakit, sir? Ba't natin ginawa yun? Ayan, para isang delete the unnecessary lines lang. Okay, so this one here and this one here, ayos na yan. Okay, mapapansin nyo, ayan, ipupush natin yung isa. Okay, click lang, tapos release. Tapos itututo ko lang yung mouse ko papunta dito sa edge ng kabilang room. And then, voila, meron na tayong slab. Okay, tapos ang maganda kay SketchUp, kapag may command ka sa kanya, tinatandaan niya yung huli. Okay, ang gagawin mo lang is once you're done, ang huling command natin is push, diba? Downwards and a certain distance, which is 3,000 millimeters. All you have to do, is to double click this. Tapos gagawin na siya ni SketchUp. See? Same elevation as yung kanina. So kapag tinip measure ko to papunta dito, it's 3,000 millimeters. Okay? Not so bad. Okay. Sir, paano naman yung mga, ayan, tulad niyan, yung mga butal? Actually, madali lang yan. You can use inference locking. Okay, ano ba yung inference locking? Ayan. Pwede kayong, okay, kapag nilagay niyo yung mouse niyo, okay, somewhere at a certain point, ayan, ng medyo, mga ilang milliseconds lang, okay, tinatandaan niya ni SketchUp. So, as you can see here, gumawa siya ng guideline. Hindi ako yung gumagawa nila. SketchUp is doing that for me. It creates that guideline para pwede akong gumawa ng line mismo. Okay? So, ito yung tinatawag niyang inference locking. So, ito pwede akong mag-click niyan. So, para saan yung dalawang linya na yan? Sir, you can push this downward that way. Okay? Sir, may butas dyan dahil stairs yan. That's a stairwell. Okay? Inference locking. Okay, push. Tada. And then, that goes the same with the rest. So, fast forward tayo. And voila. So, meron na akong walls. Oh, yeah. Meron pa pala to. So, sir, meron ka ng walls. Okay. Paano naman, sir, yung mga butas ng windows? This is easy. Again, with inference locking, i-click nyo lang si shift. For example, ito yung technique niyan. I'm gonna put my rectangle, okay, dito sa edge. Okay? And then, i-click hold ko si shift. Okay, what happens is that it gets stuck on that particular plane. Okay? Tapos yung mouse ko, I can move it around. Which is nice. Kasi ang gagawin ko lang dun, i-click ko siya dun sa line kung saan andun yung gilid ng window. Okay? Yan. See? So, makakagawa ako ng butas. Ang problema, hindi ko alam kung gaano ka taas yung isang butas. No? So, it's better to do one reference point. So, ito ang height ng window natin and the door natin is 2,100. Okay? So, that's it. So, ulitin natin. Inference locking. Rectangle. Okay? Stay ako dito sa plane na to. Click, hold, shift. Okay, move my mouse to this point, then click. And then, ito naman yung isa. Okay, the shift ulit para mag-lock. Index sa sulok. And voila. Meron na tayong butas. Okay. So, dahil meron na tayong height, inference locking. See? Okay, inference locking hanggang papunta dito. Kasi pag ingat kayo doon na gumagawa ulit siya ng sarili ng linya. Okay, so this is one technique na I usually use pagdating sa pagmamassing. This is what I call a massing ng walls tsaka ng floor. Okay, it's very easy and less time consuming compared dun sa gagamitin natin yung lines ng AutoCAD. Okay, so I'm gonna see another thing or another advantage of this technique is that it creates volume. No, basically itong aking mass, this is a solid. Okay, pwede nating it's a good practice that when you draw models in SketchUp, it has to be a solid. It has to have a volume. Okay, one technique to find that out is to select tapos okay, ulitin natin. You select all the parts. Okay, triple click para ma-select lahat connected parts. Then right click, make group. Ulitin natin Okay, triple click. Okay, then right click. And then make group. Okay. Kapag na make group niyo na siya, dapat meron siyang volume. Okay, hindi siya magkakaroon ng volume kapag sira yung kanyang model. So, as you can see here, tinanggal ko yung sahig or mas mahirap yan. Ito, nagtanggal ako ng plane. It's no longer a solid. Okay, there are ways to check kung paano siya ayusin. Pero, that's a video for another time. No? I'm gonna teach another technique on how to do yung massing ng floor plan using another technique. Ito naman yung sa 1001 bit na plugins. So we have here ito yung build different types of walls. Yan. Okay. So kapag kinlik nyo to, yan, merong ganito. Yan. Okay. So magtatanong siya kung anong design ng wall. Okay. Meron tatlong uri. Yan. Ito yung pinaka-basic, si number 1. Si number 2 parang may panel sa gitna. And then number 3 looks like a drywall or a double wall. Okay. So, okay, not bad then. So, for now, dito muna tayo sa basic. It's up to you to explore this. Okay, we're gonna build a wall. Okay. Okay. So, paano siya gagawin? Make sure na meron siyang thickness. Okay, 200 yung thickness nito, and then the height, nilagay ko siya sa 3,000, which is yung tama naman na sukat natin. And then dito sa wall alignment, meron siyang left, center, right. Okay, I suggest you use 1, pero wag si center kasi wala tayong guide for center. So it's either left or right. Create a wall. That's it. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Ayan, okay. So kapag napansin yung mali yung direction niya, you can simply go the other way. So this is, this is a convenient way of creating walls in SketchUp. We're using a plugin this time. Hindi na yung mano-mano. Okay. So what I'm doing here is that I'm using the AutoCAD file as a reference for the points, okay, of connection. So ito, kapag sasarado mo na siya, double click it or single click. Yan. And you can see, as you can see here, meron na siyang wall and it has a volume. So, ibig sabihin, it's a solid, okay, which is something good. Okay. Sir, paano naman yung mga gitna? It's, you have to redo the process. Okay, ganun yun, paulit-ulit lang, create a wall. Okay, so mali yung direction ko, so I can simply escape and redo the lines. Okay, kapag wait, mamaya pa ito namali ako ng pindot. So build walls, create wall. Medyo marami lang siyang click, no? Pero not so bad. Double click. Okay. So next, okay sir, napansin ko sa technique na to, wala tayo sa head. Yes, wala tayo sa head. And then mapapansin nyo, hiwa-hiwalay yung mga solid. Okay, this time we're gonna use solid tools, which is why I recommend that when you do models, meron siyang volume so that you can also use itong si solid tool. Okay. Ano ba to sir, si solid tool? This is a plugin that is actually included na sa SketchUp nyo kapag nagamit nyo na siya, no? Kapag in-install nyo siya, andyan na siya lagi. Okay, so ano ginagawa niyan sir? You can simply select yung lahat ng solid. See, meron siyang volume. And then click outer shell. Ayan. And what it does is it combines solids together into one mass. Okay. So ngayon, isa na lang siya. Okay. So you can keep doing this. Ayan. Medyo maklik lang. Marami siyang click on. Okay, mali na naman yung start natin. Okay. May mga konting butal. Alright. Okay. Like that. Okay, din papunta tayo sa dulo. Double click. Okay. May mga times na medyo malfunction siya. I suggest you do it manually. Okay, wag na kayo ma-frustrate. Ang kailangan lang naman ito is lines. I'm gonna move this line sideways. Okay, and then I'm gonna inference locking it. I'm gonna inference lock it sa certain axis. So, this is red axis. And then I'm gonna move my mouse here. Okay, para mag-stop siya doon. And then I'm gonna push this towards this. Okay. I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna move, control this para mag-duplicate. Then I'm gonna move my mouse here para yun yung ending niya. And then push. Okay. Again, select both solids and click outer shell. Then, after this, mapapansin nyo, meron na kayong meron na kayong walls. Okay, so ngayon we have one big mass of total. Ngayon, sir, paano naman yung butas? Okay, katabi nung wall is creating openings. So kapag kinlik nyo to, papunta siya dyan. Meron siya mga single leaf door opening. Sorry. Yan. So nakalagay dito 900. You can easily just type yung width. So in this case, it's 800 by 2100. Okay. Tingnan nyo to. This is a solid. And then, marami lang siyang click. Okay. So, ito, ang unang click niya should be on the bottom part. Okay. It's better na gamitan niyo siya by the way ng X-ray. Okay. So, ito, I'm gonna click it here sa sulok. Okay. Next click would be yung kung saan magsisimula. So, ako dito. And the next click, it's asking for the height. Okay. I'm gonna click it here. And voila, mapapansin nyo, meron ng butas. Okay, not bad. Right? Again. Isa pa. Okay, click on this corner. And click on here. Tapos taas. Click here. Okay. Careful lang kayo. Sometimes it malfunctions. As you can see here. Yeah. Or, guys, you can also combine techniques. So, pwede nyo gamitin yung build wall ni 1001. And then, afterwards, you can also do yung inference locking technique natin. So, click here. Another technique of mine. Let me just double check. Something's wrong with this. It's the plane. Okay. Hindi siya aligned.
Few moments later.
Anyways. Is it still? Okay. Sira na siya. As you can see here, there's something wrong with this. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Meron tayong plug-in for this one. Ang tawag sa kanya is Solid Inspector. So basically, just select the object and then solid. And it will tell you where the strays or the problem is. It's there. You can try to click fix all and then, there we go. Tapos, buo na ulit siya. Right. Anyways, you can also do the same with Windows. Kung alam niyo yung height ng Windows. So, it's up to you guys. Ito. So, 2.1. Let's say 1.2. Yeah. Kunyari dito. Click. 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 Okay. So, you get the results you need on this one. Not bad, diba? So, it can be easy. It depends on you talaga, guys. What's nice about SketchUp is that there's no one way of doing it. Okay? There's no one way of doing a certain thing that you want to to draw. For example, dito, this is just a massing, no? There's different ways to do the massing. And this one here is what I usually do. And then this one here has plugins helping it. So it depends on you guys. You can mix styles. Basta what matters is you finish the work on time. No? Kanya-kanyang technique yan para mabilis matapos. Okay? So, the more na may naiisip kayong technique, the better. Alright. So, well, I guess that's it for now. Okay. Okay. I hope you learned something, no? More videos to come. Pero we want you guys, the members, to like and subscribe sa aming channel and ask more questions para we can do videos in the future that will answer yung mga questions nyo, how to do it. As long as you're curious, excited kami gumawa ng videos for you. So, leave a comment if you have other tutorial requests. Pero sa ngayon, I hope you had fun learning, and see you sa next video. Okay, this is Renderade, and have a nice day.